Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, all, once again. After insightful sessions in the morning and a wonderful lunch, we start with session 3, building a future ready, sustainable EV charging ecosystem. On our esteemed panel, we have Mr. Rajneesh Rana, Head Convergence Energy Services Limited. Sir, a round of applause, please. Mr. Sanjay Rishi, CEO Grid Move On EV. Sir. Ms. Megha Rajpal, Head of Strategy and Growth, Moving. Pleasure to you. A round of applause, please. Mr. Rakesh Verma, MD and founder, MapMy India. Sir. Our moderator, Professor Anil Chikara from Asian Institute of Transport Development. Sir. And our guest of honor, Shri Sanjeev Patil, CEO, National Highways Logistics Management Limited. Sir. Thank you, panelists. I would request our moderator, Professor Chikara, to please take over the stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. And it's after lunch session. It becomes very struggling. But we do have electric chargers. So it will be electrifying you. So big round of applause for the dignitaries. And we have experts of various fields. Sanjeev Patil, sir. So he's from NHLML. And they basically provides the amenities. And they beautify and they support the highways. And Rajneesh Rana ji. So they are e-mobility or e-moving. I mean, they are expert for carving out all sort of support to the e-mobility. And Sanjay Rishi, he is one of innovator, and we should learn from him how he has invented so many charging systems and is working hard for e-mobility. And he will explain himself what are, he's doing the services. And Megha Rajpal, great. She is the largest electrical vehicle, heavy commercial vehicles fleet owners. And Rakesh Verma ji, sir. So they have come up with the MapMy India. We all are aware of it. And Google came later than them. So, and they are providing much better roads or connectivity or navigation than Google. I believe I may call Rakesh Verma ji first, because I'm told that he will be leaving a little bit early. So just giving you a profile, what our ministers have said, that ownership is required for electrical vehicles. So recently in Diwali, in Delhi itself, we have 2 lakhs two-wheelers sold. But where they will be charged, we don't have any idea. We have 95% of electrical vehicles sold when we compare to this 5.6 million total vehicles sold in India, and 2 and 3 wheelers consist of 95%. Whatever visibility we see and whatever we talk about the electrical vehicles, they are only for 4 wheelers, not for the 2 wheelers. And you see how these 2 wheelers will be charged, and what is the network and what support government should have given or what society would have given. Nothing. And when we have a transition from diesel or petrol to CNG, there was a company called IGL. So they got all infrastructure and supplies maintained, and they are doing well. When we talk about metro, we have DMRC. So they are doing perfect job. But when we talk about electrical vehicles, there is no custodian. I have devoted 40 years in government transport department. I got retired as deputy commissioner from Delhi transport department. So in my when I was deputy commissioner south, we used to call MCD, we used to call DDA just to provide the space for electrical chargers. They didn't give. Then where they will be placed? Because in news a lot of reporters are also sitting. We are talking about electrical vehicle policies. It is not being framed. Why? Because the control basically is with the DDA, MCD, or so many agencies. And our government is working for making GDP. More number of vehicles. We are now leading in railway, highways, or we are making BrahMos. And yesterday it is told that we will be also making Dreamliners. But what we do for the road governance, that is what our minister Saab has told, that who will take the जिम्मेवारी कोई नहीं लेना चाहता, जमीन पे कोई काम नहीं करना चाहता, क्योंकि जमीन पे अगर हम एनफोर्समेंट की बात करते हैं तो देन इट विल स्ट्राइक द वोट बैंक. So in this deliberation we will be talking about the plight, what is stopping, what is making resistance in electrical vehicles. So first of all we will invite Mr. Verma sir. Sir, you do have PPT? Please, and please be brief, because I'm told that we are short of time. Please.
Actually, I'll help you on that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to do it earlier than what the time was mentioned. Actually, I'm not used to PPT, to tell you the truth. But this time my office said, you please carry it. So the PPT is there. I don't know what it says. Let this slide remain open and I'll talk extempore only. MapMindia Mapples, this is how the brand name is known as, got listed in 2021. What we do, when we started in 1995, people used to ask me, what do you do? I used to say, we make the digital soft infra for the roads. So that's how we started. Now, from there to where we are today, we were hidden for obvious reasons. But the last 1 month has been phenomenal. And I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you how it relates to what Gadkari Sahab was talking about. I'll put them together. First, if I take the last 30 days only, almost 3 lakhs downloads on Android, iOS, and the web users are coming on board. With a single statement, or not a single statement, with 3 different statements coming from 3 different people of the country. One, our Minister for IT, Mr. Vaishnav, saying that it is a better product. Try it. He didn't say remove the other one. He said try it. Another one says that the hard work of 20 years, nobody can repeat it. And the third one says, in the digital infra, the applications, the software, all can be replicated other than YouTube and Maps. Now, these are the leading people around the world who are talking like that. And that's where MapMindia Mappers fits. In spite of all odds, slowly it's coming out, and slowly people have started looking at it. If I had shown you on the slide, I don't want maps is a very difficult work. Difficult in the sense is accuracy. It's not that easy to say that immediately, if you start assuming that that particular gate was closed or opened, but the users have those expectations. And when I read today's TOI, Times of India, that one gentleman driving in Goa landed up in a river and died. I immediately, the moment I saw that, I looked at Mapples. I said, what does it say? Mapples was very clear about it, that there was no road on the river. Now, that's where Gadkari Sahab was talking about. You have to have passion. You have to feel the ownership. You just can't apply an algo and run the show. The topic was big tech and startups. Now, when I think of startups, I mean more of startups in India. Startups in India, all those startups generally I have found, because I have now 30 years of background of a startup. Startups have passion. They have a commitment. They have a desire to do something for our country. I'm talking about generally, mostly. They come and innovate. They have to be given a chance, that they are not killed. Innovation comes when there is a support system. And that support system, one has to be resilient, and the topic is also safety and sustainability. I just covered that safety part. What MapMindia does, or Mapples does, on the safety feature, whether it is as stupid as pothole alert, which people in Bangalore say how many people died because of the potholes, two-wheelers particularly, or whether it is a road wrongly designed. Gadkari Sahab has said many times in the past, I have heard him saying that he wants to make sure that the roads are designed properly. So what we, in our layman language, we use the word a sharp turn or a sharp curve, or things like even speed breakers, whether they are vehicle breakers or a car breaker, but officially they are speed breakers. Yes. So these kinds of alerts are, in our own humble way, Mapples is trying to make it available for the driver while they are navigating. So that's on the safety part. When you think in terms of, there's another very important safety aspect. Mapples will never take you to an unsecured, such a place while driving long distance, which is not safe. In the last 10 years, everybody has gotten used to or has become dependent on the maps for navigation. And that's why the expectations are so high. So, in that, making sure that the proper safety features are built, I will say, is the first thing which the industry I'm coming from should be looking at it very carefully, because others are building the roads, they're building the signages, they're building everything. In this whole context, we would also need support from the government, and I can say it here. The other one, I don't use the name. By virtue of monopoly over Android handset, they get the data of everyone who is driving, and that data, what happens, who is sold to, all those are well known. All that we are requesting the Government of India, that Government of India is also getting a lot of data through the use of AIS 140 GPS in the commercial vehicles. And the Morth gets that. All that we are saying, it's a public property in any case. Please share it with Mapples also. That's the simple thing. Then the ETA, the estimated time of arrival, is the only area where I will say, we are not as good as the other one. We'll become equally good. It's not the algo, it's the availability of the live data. I think your time is short, sir.
Sir.
So I would like to end here and thank you very much for listening to me patiently.
Sir, thank you very much. And Map My India, we look forward that it may overlap Google's, and because in Google's, as rightly you said, that people are get trapped and unsafe places they are taking. So, but when we have Make in India, and we will be proud of Maple. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So next, because Megha Rajpal, so she, I think you have PPT. Yes, please, because you are. So in the meantime, you have time. Please carry on.
Hi everyone, good afternoon, and glad to have the session right after lunch. So we'll try to keep it short. I'm Megha Rajpal. I head the charging infrastructure and the growth and strategy at Moving. Can we move to- Moving is India's first and largest EV cargo fleet. We started almost all the way back in 2021. We started with two-wheelers and three-wheelers, doing e-commerce deliveries for a lot of companies. Today, we are the largest four-wheeler EV cargo fleet in India. So we run more than 600 trucks across the country, and this runs for almost 75 customers in the FMCG space, the 3PL space, the quick commerce space, and we operate in almost 20 cities with these vehicles, and a lot of the charging infrastructure today has been built by us. So we've run and operated almost 40 charging hubs across the country, and we've partnered with other charging partners who give us access to almost 600 locations. So if we look at it today, we are India's largest electric four-wheeler fleet in the commercial logistics space. Now, adding on to what Mr. Gadkari has said, road transport carries almost 70%. Well, he corrected us. It carries 80% of the total freight moved annually in India. And that is almost 3.2 billion tons of freight is moved by trucks in India. Now, what does that look like in numbers? That's almost 60 lakh trucks on the road, which by 2050 is going to be almost 1.7 crore. So we're looking at an additional 17 million trucks on the road by 2050. Now, when we talk about the air, and we're all in the most polluted city in the country today. The trucks form only 2% of the number of vehicles on the road, but they contribute to 45% of the emissions from road transport. So that is the gravity of the situation here. That is why when we see as a number, are actually much lesser when we compare to two-wheelers, but their contribution to the air is much, much larger. In addition, the trucks themselves contribute to 25% of India's import bill on oil, right? So it is very, very important to focus on this segment and to electrify this segment. And the roads and the smart roads are very, very important for us. Now, when we look at the charging infrastructure today that is across the country, there are 3,000 public charging stations, right? But a lot of them are basically for the four-wheeler passenger vehicles, whether that is your personal vehicle or whether that is a fleet vehicle. A lot of these charging stations or large hubs are at hotels, in basements of -3 levels of malls where trucks cannot really go. They may be not even allowed to go, right? So this is the time that we need to think of how we can build an ecosystem for these trucks, for a charging ecosystem. And at moving, what we've sort of started to do is not only we were operating within the city. When we look at two-wheeler and three-wheeler EVs, we operate within the city, which means you can recharge at any location, or a single charge can take care of an entire day's work. But when you move beyond the city, that means when you move to what is known as upcountry, that is, say, whether it's Delhi to Jaipur, Delhi to Chandigarh, Mumbai to Pune, Bangalore to Chennai, there needs to be an ecosystem created for these trucks to stop, to charge, for the drivers to have a rest, to have food. So this kind of ecosystem can be created by creating charging hubs like we have created in the middle of the highways, in the midpoints, where the trucks can stop. We can provide fast charging there, whether that is 60 kilowatt and above for a quick turnaround time. More importantly, there are certain maintenance centers there that can, take care of the minor needs of the vehicle, as well as, most importantly, rest for the drivers, refreshment for them, and it creates an entire ecosystem. And that is what is really required to bring the trucks from the cities to the highways and across. So at Moving, we've already started driving our 1.7 ton payload vehicles, also known as 3.5 ton GVW vehicles, on the Delhi Jaipur route, the Delhi Chandigarh route, Mumbai Pune route, Bangalore Chennai route, Kolkata Siliguri route, and the Sonipat Dehradun route. Now, having said that, charging infrastructure is available on these routes, on these highways, it is available, but that is for a small quantum of vehicles. You have 2 chargers available at a petrol pump, or you have 1 or 2 chargers available at a pit stop. What requires to scale this is to build an entire ecosystem, right? Now, what would be one of, how do we enable this, or how do we partner with the government to build this? There are 3 major areas which all charge point operators speak about as being, roadblocks or high capital investment. One is firstly the land. So over a period of time, if, with the ministries, we can allocate certain blocks of land across the highway every 100 kilometers, that can cater to the needs of this kind of a large charging depot. That is the first aspect. Secondly, we look at power, bringing power there. While, when you set up a hub like this, you're going to need 1 megawatt of electricity to be available there, which is going to require a lot of transformers to be set up at that location, which is going to be in the middle of the highway. So there is going to be support required from the local DISCOM, the local electricity board, to enable this sort of load over there, right? And last but not the least is the chargers themselves. So the chargers themselves, each charger of 60 kilowatt costs around 10 to 15 lakhs. And setting up a charging hub with 20 to 30 of these chargers is again a huge capital investment. Now, how can all of this be solved? How can the returns be provided on this? Is partnering with, logistics players like us, who will probably select certain corridors based on our demand that can actually pay back or provide a good payback period to these charging hubs across the road. So my request here today to everyone is to think about how we can create an ecosystem on the highways where we can have charging not only for four-wheeler passenger vehicles, not only for four-wheeler fleet vehicles, but also for electric trucks that are going to drive the entire logistics. As the minister rightly said, we have to look at lowering our cost of transport, and when you run EVs beyond, or electric trucks beyond 3,000 kilometers a month, that is when the viability really comes in. And that is when the trucks run on these routes and operate, is when, as a country, we'll be able to lower our logistics cost. That's it from me.
Thank you, Megha ji. And this slide has given us stuff for our discussions. So one was the land, and another was the power, and third was the charger. And fortunately, we are experts having land, power, and the chargers sitting on this dais. So first of all, I would like to ask Sanjeev Patil ji, sir, what would be the future of highways? Not only the highways, even up to the rural roads. That how the land could be provided adjoining to the roads, highways. So please tell us.
Thank you. First, I will introduce myself, Sanjeev Patil. Chalo. Myself, Sanjeev Patil. I am Chief Operating Officer from NHLML, National Highway Logistic Management Limited. It is a SPV company from NHA. So we are one arm of fully owned by NHA. What we are doing, we have answer for all these megas problem. First thing I am telling. We are developing, as on date I am telling, 700 plus wayside amenities. These wayside amenities are located at every 40 kilometer distance on all our expressways as well as existing highways. If you travel today on Delhi to Jaipur road, you will find my wayside amenities, which is located at every 40 kilometers, exactly every 40 kilometers. And you will get excellent facility of charging. It is not on a basement or so, it is on ground. I will show the photograph also. And there we are behind our concessionaire because we are developing on BOT model. We are behind our concessionaires to enhance the facility. But they are also a private player looking at a business. They are saying that if I get a full load for this facility, I'll definitely encourage to do it further. And as far as this power connection, it is as on date, it is authority obligation. 1 megawatt power is already provided by us to my concessionaires. If you go to path, if you go to path facility on Delhi Jaipur highway, you will find all these facilities. Even Indian Oil, HPCL, Reliance, Naira, they have taken land from us. And land is not a concern. It is 12.5 hectare land. It is a huge chunk of land with them. They have adequate parking for trucks. Everything is there. Even helipad is there for emergency accident help. This is we are doing under guidance of our minister, Mr. Gadkari, and his vision is like this. Every month he is taking our review and we are providing the solutions. Then rest facility, that is a more important facility for basically truck drivers. Because many times you might have seen that accident happens because the haphazard parking of trucks on road or side strips. We are trying to give them good parking facility, good washroom facility, good restrooms. I will show the photographs, or you are also, I am encouraging you to go and visit the facility. It is a AC dormitory on Delhi Jaipur highway. Good clean washrooms like airport. Even washing machine is provided by us. What else we can give? But drivers have apprehension. Today they are giving free, tomorrow they will start charging. But that is not the fact. It is a free facility. And these all facilities are being developed by NHLM. This is one angle. We have solution for all. As Megha has rightly said, Delhi pollution. We are also worried. I am a Delhi resident. 2 years back, there was no air freshener, air cleaner in my room. Today it is there. So we are also worried. For that, we are developing multimodal logistic parks. And as Megha has said just now, in 2050, the truck number will go like anything. But I am thinking a possibility of reverse also. Because we are developing a multimodal logistic parks where we are promoting cargo movement, long haul cargo movement by Indian Railways, dedicated freight corridors. So these all facilities are there. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjeev ji. And now is power, because I am told that green meter is not given to the charging stations. So, Rajneesh ji, please let us know that how the supplies could be provided to the charging stations, because we are all worried that if so many vehicles come, then where they will be charged, or we do have power sources or not. Please enlighten us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and good afternoon to all. So, before answering to your question, sir, I think everybody knows in this room about the constraint we have regarding the charging, so also land also. So, the real thing is that how to do the thing at the ground level, how to solve these things. And to narrate this one, I just take a minute to take you in the background. In 2017-18, Ministry of Power has mandated us that you have to deploy electric vehicles on the road and the public charging stations also. So we started in 2017, and in the area which we are sitting over here, in 2017 we have installed around 100 public charging stations. And till date, not even a single day right from the day one that all the 100 chargers are fully operational. The reason all we know that the gun thefts are there, the screens have been damages, and sometimes the power connections is a problem. So all of these things. So we have come up with that one. Everybody's experienced that one. That what are the challenges at the ground level. But another thing which we are realizing that when we start installing at that point of a time, the electric vehicles which were available was the Tata Tigor and Tata Mahindra Varito. And the 15 kilowatt, most of the chargers were installed at that point of a time, thinking that these are the fast chargers and can charge the car in a 1 hour time. Over the period of time, the size of the battery start increasing, the big size cars start coming up. Now the 15 kilowatt chargers are obsolete in nature. Nobody requires them. Now the 50 kilowatt, 60 kilowatt chargers are in. But now the way we are seeing the battery size increasing, I'm quite sure that after 2-3 years, the 60 kilowatt chargers will all be obsolete and maybe 100 kilowatt chargers will be in. So by saying all this thing, what I'm saying that we don't have a single platform where the EV manufacturers, the charger manufacturers, the discoms is coming at a one platform and they are sharing their thoughts that in which direction they are going. The vehicle manufacturers are coming up with the vehicles 80 kilowatt, 90 kilowatt of battery. If I have to charge with the 50 kilowatt of a charger and 90 kilowatt of a battery, it will take 2 hours, good enough time. Who will wait for 2 hours or that 2 hour fast chargers? Nobody will wait for that one. So that will be one of the deterrents in adoption of a electric mobility. I will put my investment in the 50 kilowatt of charger. Somebody will come up later on with the 190 kilowatt of charger. My chargers will become obsolete. I will not get any investment. So these kind of things are there. Now, having all these things, if I will go to the discom will say that in most of the cities that the 50 kilowatt connection up to 50 kilowatt is under the LT, and then only for few cities it is a 150 kilowatt which is coming under the LT. Otherwise, it is HT connection. For HT connection, you have to provide a space for the transformer also. So as a EV or as a charger service provider, now you have to take the land from the authority for the setting of a charger. Plus now it will be your obligation to put up a basically site or to take a land from the authority to put up a charger, the transformer also. And sometimes the cost of the upstream infrastructure is more than the charger itself. When you translate into the cost will go 25 rupees per kilowatt. So in a way, if you will see that the entire ecosystem will go in a way where it seems that no solution is there on that one. This MHI has come up with the scheme, a good enough amount is being provided, but solving all the things at a one platform will not I think go very smoothly. Highways, as one of the panelists has said, is one of the key areas which has to be focused, and I think by now we should have our highways fully charged up. If I want to go, I can take my vehicles and I can go in any direction. I should be fully confident, yes, I will get a charger at any point of a time. But still, a lot of apprehension is there. The charger is there, chargers may be there, charger may not be working, somebody has damaged it, or the electricity may not be available, because most of the electricity which is being provided to the charge at highway is the rural feeders are there. Rural feeders may not be up all the time. So as I say, and if you talk about the success of this thing, we are one of the agencies of Government of India for the electric buses, and we are proudly say that in the last 2 years time we have been able to aggregate a 35,000 number of electric buses, which is a huge number. And one of the key success for behind these numbers is the availability of the charging infrastructure. because you have a depot, dedicated depot for the state transport undertakings. In depot, the OEM can put up, the operator can put up a charging station. The buses can charge seamlessly, no issue. Dedicated power line is there from the near substation. Availability of power is there. So a ecosystem is developed. Similarly, for the trucks, if we want to go, yes, people say that okay, trucks I can take, but from this place to, say, suppose I have to go to the Bhopal, where I will charge my truck. No, this is not a right approach. We have to start with selecting a few targets, like who can be in a merry-go-round circle. The trucks can go around. Mines sector is there. The coal sector, the container corporation is there. So these are the sectors we have to pick in all this thing. So when again coming back to the main point, we have to do a lot of work in the charging infrastructure, and the government is taking a very keen pressing on that one about the availability, and time to time the regulations are also coming. The Ministry of Power is also coming up with the new guidelines, also amending from time to time, so they are also catching up very fast. But yes, at most of the places we have private discoms also, government discoms also. Discoms also being a company, they also have their own balance sheet and profit and loss statement. But now in this recent MHI policy, if you'll see that the upstream infrastructure also, the subsidy is being provided, is being proposed to be provided for the chargers also. So in a way, I think the future is bright, and we have only thing lagging is that a comprehensive approach towards that thing, where at a one platform all the manufacturers, EV or chargers, the discom has to come, and they should do a brainstorming that in which direction we are heading, where we are heading, and so that the movement can be in a seamless manner. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rana sir. And you have given insightful information about the organized sectors. So, organized sector, we do have confidence that we can have successful EV mission. But as far as unorganized sectors and within cities or rural, so the struggle what Mr. Sanjay Rishi is taking, and more in Delhi, when we established let us say 100 charging station, but only 40% are found in working condition. So, and so many reasons, that thefts is there, then security issues are there, and so many other areas where we find that EV model may not have that success what has been projected, that by 2030 we plan that 30% of the fleet would be from electrical vehicles, and in Delhi it was estimated that 25% of the vehicle sale would be of electrical vehicles, but it has been dropped. Earlier it was 13%, now it is 11%. Although in this after GST or this Diwali, the sales has been picked up, but how they will be charged and how these station could be sustained. So Sanjay ji, please give this idea, and about your struggle what you have faced in last couple of years, please share.
Good evening, everyone. It is my privilege to be here today and sitting along with all these highly ranked people. My basic idea was to come here to understand what the EV sector in India is doing all about. See, lot many things has been told, so lot many policies have been made, and everyone knows very well such and such policies there, such and such guidelines are there, and such opportunities there, but seldom to say. See, if in a year, if you understand how many trucks are being sold and how many trucks are operating on NH, on all highways, those were EV. How many cars are there? Those who are operating on highways, EV cars. You can count on fingers. But on the other side, that is the darkest side. See how unorganized sector this is. You just go to any city right now, you will find each and every city, each and every village, each and every small town, there are n number of e-rickshaws operating. Even now electric scooty vehicles, they are in high demand. What about these vehicles? What about L3, L2 and L5 segment? Nobody understands their pain. Basically, the main basic pain point is I am very concerned about it. See, in Delhi itself, there are almost 3 lakhs e-rickshaw, out of which I don't understand more than 1 lakh is registered.
Yes,
2
it is
lakhs are
fact.
unregistered.
Unregistered and unsafe. And even my belief is that 100% e-rickshaws are unsafe and improper design. Please carry.
Yeah. Now, let us understand their charging system. All unauthorized charging stations, no particular authorized charging point is there. We try to build up infra for these kind of vehicles, and I feel regret to say that if I go for deploying any charging station, Discom will say, in this area you will not get the load for your charging station, and you won't get the green meter. So in case if I am not getting a green meter, how can I can deploy a charging station over there? Rightly said by Gadkari sir in the morning. If we are charging 20, 22 rupees, 25 rupees per kilowatt for EV charging, how they will sustain? See, I don't understand. If I don't get green meter, then a commercial charge will be there of Discom. If Discom company is taking 14 rupees, 15 rupees, 17 rupees per kilowatt commercial charge, how can a charging infrastructure company can charge 20, 22 rupees or 25 rupees? Not less than that. So, in order to keep if everything aligned, in order to keep it smooth, see, electric vehicles are good. स्वच्छ भारत, स्वस्थ भारत. अगर मेरा भारत स्वच्छ नहीं है तो स्वस्थ नहीं हो सकता. So if we concentrate properly on the guidelines of Government of India, all Discom companies, we cannot deploy charging stations. See, the basic need is the pain point. We are thinking about needs. EV is the need of the hour, but what is the pain behind it? Nobody is thinking about it. So, main issue is to get the better environment from all those government bodies, better support from them, so that we can create a good infrastructure. And instead of public, private partnership should be there. If we get a private partnership, the whole sector will move in a right direction, and everyone will be enjoying the EV, clean India, green India, Swachh India, and Swasth India.
Great, great. Sanjay ji, please let me know that we have 3 lakhs of e-rickshaws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ji.
And I'm talking only in Delhi. If
Yeah,
we
yeah. Yeah.
call
Now it is
throughout
more.
the country,
Now it is more
because,
than that.
more than that.
Yeah.
And this is clear indicator of misgovernance of the government, concentration of e-rickshaw. But how they are being charged every day?
Sir, they
And,
are being charged. They are being charged on unauthorized charging stations. Means they don't have any right kind of electric connection, and people are charging in the dumps. So, yeah, for free.
for free. Matlab it is a
Why
chori ki
Isha
bijli.
people will come and give charge for 20 rupees per kilowatt?
So matlab it is I mean
See, if you have
shocking.
an EV scooty,
Ah.
you will feel more pain, because EV scooty people, they lives in very small houses or buildings,
Yeah.
right? Those who can buy EV scooty of 40,000, 50,000 rupees, not of big companies. I am asking, talking about, right? If a branded EV scooty is there, it will cost 1 lakh, 1,25,000 rupees. Now in the market, you get the EV scooty in 40,000 rupees even. So there is a big sale of these kind of scooties.
Okay, it's okay.
So where they will charge?
So it means this unorganized sector, they are having theft of electricity.
Electricity, yeah.
So I believe Ranaji, please tell me that, tell all of us that is state regulatory authority is needed every state or cities? Because this organized and unorganized sector, because if they are taking theft electricity, so it is a loss to the total society also, and plus they are unsafe. And every time we find in particularly this rainy season, there are electric shocks and deaths while charging at unauthorized connections. So do you feel that until unless that state government should make an authority which can take care of all the land, power, and whatever the issues electrical vehicles should have, because Ministry of Road Transport or the Transport Department, because we people are governed through Motor Vehicle Act, and Motor Vehicle Act has got nothing to do with the electrical charger system. So how can we make ecosystem? So please enlighten us.
No, sir, it's a very irony you are talking about in Delhi. And Delhi, the total electricity system, except for the NDMC, is in the private hands. So the e-rickshaw, I am not aware about that thing, and may not be appropriate also to comment on that. But the 3 lakh e-rickshaw we are talking about, they are all the e-rickshaws are charged in an illegal manner. Then the discoms, I think the losses are below 10% over here, which is as far as I think is as equivalent to the international standards. So, but yes, if is it so, then the DISCOM has to take a action, and it is in their authority basically to stop the electricity stealing of electricity in that one. But I'm sure it is not about the totally about the stealing of electricity or bijli chori is going on. They are doing through that one, that like if you are using electricity for a commercial vehicle, then it has to be applied on a commercial rate over there, whereas the people may be charging through their neighbors or through landlords or whosoever is there through a domestic connections, which is almost a half of the cost of that one. So there may be that cases, but overall, if electricity sector, if you are talk about, then the discoms AT&C losses have come down drastically in the last 5, 7, 8 years. In Delhi, if you remember, in around 2090, 95, and 2000, the transmission, the distribution losses was around 55%, which is now it is, I think, less than 10%. So
So, Meghaji, so what would be your closing remark to this session? Because we have deliberated all across all the stakeholders that we do have. So, what is your final closing mark?
No, firstly, I'm very happy that all highways will get charging stations for trucks, and I'm hoping to work very closely with sir to understand this so we can start these freight corridors. On a closing note, I would like to say that challenges remain, yes. However, electrification is the future, and I think what everyone has sort of maintained on the panel is that we all need to come together and we all need to work together in a way that benefits all of us to bring out a way. So, for example, if we're talking about, say, the Delhi Jaipur corridor, if there is already charging infrastructure set up there, we can, as an aggregator or as a truck operating fleet, start our operations on that route so that the first amenity that has been set up gets that demand, and then it can be replicated on all highways. So it is all about all of us working together and making sure the ecosystem is sustainable. They're sustainable on the heading today, but it's not just about the environment, it's also about the business models being sustainable. So that's what we look forward to.
So, thank you very much. And I believe, Varmaji, I believe you will be displaying a charging system, their facilities on your maps.
We are doing it already. I think almost all the OEMs, their own charging ones are on our maps. Because when you are navigating, that's the time mostly you need the charging facility. So there are some of the charging companies who are still not our partners, and we have started approaching all of them. Because it's one stop where people can use it.
So, Rakesh ji, so what you look forward that how this ecosystem sustainable for electrical vehicles could be established?
होता है. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I will explain and show the photographs also, so that जो आप देखेंगे तो आप भरोसा रखेंगे. हाँ, just give me 2 minutes. See, I will not take too much time. Just 2 minutes means 2 minutes. See, these are wayside amenities. 700 plus as on date, it is under development, and it has a facility for car passengers. EV charging is there. For truckers, EV charging is there. Dormitory for safety, and all other facilities as I explained. See, these are my wayside. This is the map of India where we say we are developing the wayside amenities. You will find every corner of India, our NHI's wayside amenities are coming up. And these are the few photographs. You can see here, NHI logo, NHLML logo, these are branded, and every quarterly they are monitored for their services. See, these are truck driver amenity. You can see the building, how it is. You can see the washroom, dormitories, and you are there, dhabas. This is the path facility at Delhi-Jaipur highway. This EV charging is at the entrance itself. So immediately they can catch up. On other side, you can see this is a good lawn. This is for the people who are bringing their food from their home. They can sit there and have good lunch or their snacks. That facility is also available, and nobody will restrict you for doing such things. See, as I explained, this is washing machine. Even dhabas on truck, that is US concept. This is available already on Delhi-Jaipur highway. These are the pictures. Pictures are talking here. These are truckers. They are parking there. These are the dormitory photographs. So this is all about this safety. We are taking care. We are removing truck unauthorized parking on highways to specific areas.
Great, great. It is giving us confidence. And Rana ji, your closing remark? I think.
Special, sir. That only thing is that, as I said earlier, also that we have to work on the ground. We all know about the problem sitting over here, how we have to saturated our highways, that people should get a confidence. A lot of people in this room also, one of them, maybe I am also, though I'm using the official car for the last 7-8 years as a EV, but at the personal level also, I want to basically buy EV cars. But when I start thinking that I have to go 400 kilometers where I will charge, so it will stop me. So a lot of thoughts like that everybody is having. So we have to work on ground level. Government has to little bit more pushy, and about the, especially now, I don't think so there is an investment is any problem in that one. People are willing to put up a charging station. The only constraint is about the land. We can aggregate the land also. There should be some agency who can aggregate the land, put up a business model to the states also, because everybody, when the business model sees a self-sustainability and the revenue comings, then it won't be require any push at all. So that is a need of the hours. Yes, the discom also have to be gear up that themselves, because all of a sudden the surge will come when the high level charging stations will come up of a megawatt or a 600 700 kilowatt. Then they have to provide that one. So this is a need of our, I think we have to work on that one.
So, thank you. And last one, Sanjay ji, if you have something to say, because we can take one or two questions.
I just want to conclude this with saying that future is good, but we have to understand one word. What is there in it for me? I always emphasize on this word. What is there in it for me? If one person understands this word, so he can do anything, whatever he want. So kindly try to understand these 4 words: what to do, when to do, where to do, and how to do. You will get the solution. So in my opinion, looking into this sector, this is a very bright sector, and a lot of things are yet to come. Please take my words. This is a wonderful sector, and if anybody wants to work in this sector, he has to put his heart, soul, and mind at one place.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. So one, Sethi Saab, please, brief, please.
If the battery is with a vehicle, the GST is 5%. If battery is separately sold, it is GST is 18%. And we are promoting the EV vehicles. Point number two, this tariff, energy tariff. What for battery charging, which tariff will be, energy tariff will be charged, commercial, industrial or domestic? डिफरेंट स्टेट्स हैव डिफरेंट टैरिफ, एनर्जी टैरिफ्स. मैं गाड़ी यहाँ से चार्ज नहीं कराऊंगा, यूपी से करा लूंगा, वहाँ चार्जिंग सस्ता है, इतना तो मैं ड्राइव कर लूंगा. और जो बैटरी कॉन्फर्मिटी ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, देयर शुड बी अ यूनिफॉर्म स्टैंडर्ड्स सो दैट any vehicle can interoperability mean any battery can be used by the any vehicle. So this is all my suggestion. And one more point is the e-waste of batteries. 2040 we are assuming 14 million batteries will be waste. So what is thank you.
Rana ji, I believe you can.
To give all the answer, but yes, about the tariff the questioner is asking about, I can say that it is being regulated by the state authorities. Moreover, if you feel that yes, because it's a business, discoms are there for the business. If you feel that you can get a cheaper electricity charging at the Noida as compared to Delhi, then it will be a loss of a Delhi in the revenue. So it has the individual discom which has to basically establish the tariff, that how much tariff they can provide. Moreover, there is a guidelines from the Ministry of Power side also that the average cost of supply plus 15% you can keep. But these are the guidelines. As a discoms, as you have your own balance sheet, you have to see that what kind of electricity I can and what charges I can provide. So that is totally a business call.
The rest of your questions, I believe they belong to GST. So this is not that forum, but it should better. The things are being spreaded so that they can be worked out later. Second.
Yeah, my name is Vishal. I'm a deep tech researcher and innovators. My question to Rakesh Brahmaji sir, actually. Sir, now you have already scaled up actually, and there are a lot of new, when we do the research, there are a lot of possibility about the innovation to incubate, collaborate, because today's subject about safety, sustainability, there are a lot of funding is available for the sustainable area. So Map India has a bandwidth if we can diversify into the how the corporate can save the money in a logistic area due to sustainability, some of the feature to be added, some of the small sensor device to be added, so how yours enterprise is looking to collaborate with the new ideas and incubate them actually in your business model and going for India, making a global vision. Because when we see about the international products, they don't keep out at their own country, they keep about their other countries also. As the same way when we talk about the EV actually, whether we talk about the African business, which is next move forward, what is need of them, whether we developing such kind of things. So just please share your thoughts about it.
Thank you. Let me answer the last part first. The MapMandia name is getting renamed gradually as Mapples. You can understand why. So that it's already was started going global. Just a matter of time. Once you secure your birth in your own country, then going global makes it easier. So that's straightforward answer. Coming to the research and all that, we have partnered, funded at least 10 new startups with the sole, but of course in the map and navigation space. We don't want to get into some other space. In that, even yesterday only we signed up with IIT Delhi, and it's a serious one related to indoor navigation. So what we will try to do, and you'll see the press release soon, where when you have Mapples app and you drive from, let's say, some place to IIT Delhi, as an example, it can be a mall also or whatever, then when you reach IIT Delhi, which you reach through the Mapples app or the other app, and then the moment you get down, you have the indoor directly connected. So that is how the research which IIT Delhi has done, some of them, we have tried to implement, we're implementing it.
Thank you very much, all the panelists, and it was a very informative session. And we have also shared the experience, what the struggle has been faced by chargers and fleet owners, and what are the supplies and what are the future prospects of the electrical vehicles ecosystem. And we are now ending our this session. And thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, esteemed panelists, for this enriching discussion. We thank you all on behalf of CII for all these rich insights.